Alongside Eric Kane, Rob Lewis, and Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price for the Rocky Top Roundtable on this Kentucky week. And guys, Tennessee goes into this game with some injury concerns. Obviously, the health of a guy like Arion Carter. He's been banged up with some turf toe stuff. Joey Aguilar took some massive shots the other night, and we'll see kind of where they are health-wise heading into this game as the injury report comes out later tonight. We'll start with Joey Aguilar. He's banged up, which means, getting Deshaun Bishop the ball a little bit more probably isn't a bad thing, especially the way Deshaun's running it.
Well, Deshaun's running extremely well. He's Tennessee's best back. I think he needs more than 14 carries a game, Rob. I think his vision, his patience, weather's going to get a little cooler. It's going to be more football-type weather. I think he's feeling it right now. That's a horse Tennessee's probably going to need to ride.
Yeah, it's hard to ignore the body of work the past couple of games. 14 carries, if I'm not mistaken, in each of those games, and it's all he needed to go way over 100 yards of both of those games. He's averaged almost 8 yards a carry now, and with when you're halfway through the season, 4 SEC games on the slate, those are real numbers. that's not fluff anymore. He's getting it done. He's Tennessee's bell cow, and especially with Joey, who knows how banged up he is, if it's going to be a problem. But if it is, that kid's a good guy to lean on right now. He is really running it well.
No, he is. And again, stay patient with the play calling, stay patient with running in the football. He's been better in the second half the last couple of weeks. And again, his vision, he's obviously put in the work, and it's really cool to see the fruits of his labor come into effect. But he's one of the better backs in the SEC right now. So, yeah, as Brent said, when the weather gets a little cooler, you're on the road. You got a banged-up quarterback a little bit. Rely on that run game, a run game that's looked good the last couple of weeks, and a running back that's certainly been carrying the load.
Well, besides Bishop, Peyton Lewis, again, has continued to see things a little better than he was earlier in the year. And Star Thomas looked more effective Saturday night against Alabama than he looked the previous 2 games.
Well, I think the thing Tennessee has to do from a run game standpoint is they have to get it going earlier in the game.
Commit to it?
Commit to it or get it going. It's been kind of slow starting, and I think part of that starts with the offensive line. Who's your combination? What are you doing? Is it going to be the merry-go-round every offensive possession like it was in the first half against Alabama? Or do they settle in with 5, maybe play 6 guys as opposed to bouncing guys around the way they did the first half at Alabama? I thought they got better when they got more stable and more settled in.
Yeah, I think getting Jesse Perry, and he was out in the locker room with us Sunday night, and he talked about it. He goes, now having played a game, I'm more comfortable back at guard, and you do wonder if that's the direction they go going forward. I do think even just getting a guy like Bennett Warren 5 or 6 key snaps in a game like Alabama helps you because now he's seen the field a little bit, and if you had to go to him on a whim, he's proven he can do it. So, find a select 5, but I think also continue to try to build depth any way you can, especially if you were to get up big in a game at some point down the stretch. Defensively, Tennessee has been really good at turning the opposing team over. And then subjectively, offensively, they've been terrible at the sudden change, taking advantage of it. You get a turnover right here, and then Tennessee's not able to capitalize.
Well, I think that's what, again, Rob, when your defense is giving up yards the way that they are, when they get you an opportunity, you got to take better advantage of the opportunities. And Tennessee's just simply not been efficient enough offensively in those settings. And they had a golden opportunity on Saturday to get that to a 1-score game after that turnover, and they just got nothing out of it. Back-to-back negative plays put you in a bad spot, and you don't finish it with the catch.
It was, I thought they were dead in the water at halftime, and I'm sure a lot of people did too. But then they got the perfect start in the second half. They got a 3-and-out. They go down. They get the Bishop touchdown, 44 yards that we just saw right there. Then they get another stop, or the Ty Simpson turnover. You get the ball at midfield. You've got all the momentum, and Bishop, if I don't, gets him a first down, 35-yard line, and then you had the 2-yard loss, I think, to Staley on a little flip out, the Sam Pendleton bad snap, and just then you're punting. You had first down at 35, chance to get it to 23-20, and then you end up punting from the 45, and it was just as AP likes to say, death by paper cuts. Just little things happened all night long. That one was the 2-yard loss on first down after the Bishop run, and then Sam Pendleton snapped it when nobody was ready. And you could just point to things like that all night long that happened.
Yeah, you're not good enough to beat a good Alabama team on the road, and certainly yourselves as well. It's the lining up on the line when you're a receiver you should be off. It's the offensive pass interference. It's your guard telling your center to snap it when you're trying to communicate. It's all those things, right? And you can't. Tennessee had so many chances. I know it's a 17-point game, and I mean, give Alabama credit. Alabama won the football game, but you left Tuscaloosa saying they're like, man, I mean, this team is so much better than what it played. And if you're not playing, here's that phrase everybody hates, complimentary football, it's the real thing. Your defense gives up a lot. When they give you opportunities, you got to go take advantage. And I wholeheartedly agree, Rob. I thought at halftime, I was like, oh, this is going to get ugly. Man, they responded the right way and still had a chance to come out there and win that football game and didn't. So I think maturity this week is going to be critical. This league, we were talking about it before we hit play here, this league is so confusing. We don't know who's good and who's not good. You can't take a week off. Oklahoma is a massive game. You better go out there to Kentucky and be ready to go.
Well, here's the thing that you learn. You can beat anybody in this league, and you can lose to anybody in this league.
And that's most of the league.
And I don't care if you want to use the coaching phrase, margins or whatever you want to say. The reality is,
the details.
You don't show up, you're going to get beat.
Yep.
And you're not going to beat. There's just too much parity. They're too even. Does that mean it's a great league? Does that mean it's an average league? I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, anybody can beat anybody in this league pretty much on any given day.
Yeah, I mean, look at Kentucky. I mean, there they were. And again, Texas offensively has been a struggle bus most of the year. But there they found a way to get that thing to overtime, had it first and goal at the 4, not able to punch it in, and all Texas had to do was kick a field goal. And even then, Kentucky's defense forced them into kicking a plus 25-yard field goal, right? Like, when I say they started at the 25, they were kicking from the 27. That thing was, 44 yards or whatever it was, and had to make it, and he did. Again, it's a Kentucky bunch that's scrappy. It's still a Kentucky bunch that's not very good and has struggled most of the year. Can Tennessee put it together for 4 quarters? Can they do the little things on defense? They did a much better job of getting off the field on Saturday, but this right here, you have them backed up on the first drive of the game, and then that play right there lets them get away with it.
Yeah, well, and again, there's going to be plays that are going to be made. You're going to give up some plays.
Sure
You're not going to play perfectly, but when you have a chance to get off the field, you have to get off the field. 3rd and 10 to open the game, Rob. You don't get off the field, that's costly. And Tennessee's got to grow. I think the start of this game is going to be really important. Where's Tennessee mentally at the start of this game? Where's Kentucky mentally at the start of this game? Can you take control early? Can you get out of the gates on the road early? It's not been a forte of Tennessee's.
But it has been up there.
Up there, I was going to say.
Up there it has been, yes.
2021, one of my favorite starts of the Heupel era. They ran, like 5 plays, had 2 touchdowns. I mean, it was...
Was that the Javante Payton out
Javante
of the game?
Bayless Jones as well. I'm not saying you need that type of performance. It ended up being a shootout, and the quarterback had his best game ever, which is always happened against Tennessee. But need to get out to a good start. Tennessee's been a good starting football team. Obviously was not at Alabama offensively. That's got to be a key to Brent's point.
The road element and the way Tennessee struggles are, we know all the way what they have been there. The road element, adds a wrinkle to it. But I mean, I don't worry so much about this team bouncing back mentally. I mean, you still got the playoff, picture out there. You got a lot in front of you, and as Hubbard said, I mean, you've seen that you can play with anybody. You got to clean some things up. I mean, I wrote this today. I mean, that game was winnable, and I don't say that to make like as a moral victory. You should be mad because that game was winnable. Because you are that close. I mean, don't get 11 penalties. Don't have an intentional ground in the end zone. Don't throw an interception on the goal line. That game was winnable. Not in a we're so close and we should feel good way. You're so close and you should feel bad way.
I mean, it's kind of like going back to the Georgia game. The national storyline out of the Georgia game was like, oh man, Tennessee's for real. And I mean, I even said you feel okay leaving the game, but you leave frustrated because make a kick, make a 4th down stop a 2-point conversion. I mean, just like the Georgia game, you had so many different chances to win that football game. You should be frustrated because you're better than what you're playing. And so I think Tennessee, again, can win every game left on the schedule. I think Tennessee can just slip up a couple of times. But if you win every game left on the schedule, if you're a believer in these things, that ESPN playoff predictor, 90% chance at 10-2 if you run the table.
The biggest thing you look at it the rest of the way, it certainly you could have one slip up where you're not, but you should or have the possibility to be favored in every game down the stretch.
I think you will be.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. I'm not sure what that really means. I mean, it means you should win the game, but it doesn't mean any of these games are layup games.
Oh, they're none of them, except for New Mexico State.
And I think that's the point that you're finding out in this league, which is why you cannot play games where you have 10 penalties. That's why you cannot have bad snaps. All those little things catch up to you, and that's why you have 2 losses. You don't have 2 losses, and Rob's point's exactly right. There's not a game where you walk out and say, man, Tennessee's miles away from catching them. You're there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just got to play a better brand of football from the standpoint of being a lot cleaner than what you've been in those two games. Because if you don't, you're going to get beat. You'll get beat this week. You go up there and turn it over and commit 12 or 14 penalties. You'll have a hard time getting out of there alive. You've got to play a cleaner brand of football.
It's Tennessee, it's Kentucky, it's coming up Saturday night from the Commonwealth. For Eric Kane, Rob Lewis, and Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price.